The Missouri National Guard one-on-one. Missouri National Guard, always ready, always there.
All right, fresh off a bye week, the Tigers get back to action this Saturday against Ole Miss, and we're joined by head coach Gary Pinkel. And coach, as with everything in this program, I know there's a way that you guys handle bye weeks, and it was obviously successful earlier this year. So what kind of approach did you guys take? I'm sure the same as usual in the bye this time around.
Well, we adjusted a little bit because the coaches could not go out as recruiting as many days just for NCAA reasons and numbers-wise. But our goals were, number one is to get rest for our players. Number two, it was to advance academically a little bit or get caught up, what have you. It was the other thing that was really important was to make sure that we got a jump on Ole Miss. So a combination of things we wanted to get done and accomplished, and I think for the most part we got a chance to do that.
Not only the mental rest that you mentioned after the Kentucky game, wanting your guys to kind of decompress a little bit, but the physical rest I know was important also. A lot of guys got kind of nicked up in that Kentucky game. Is everybody back to full strength health-wise?
Yeah, we'll be 100%, so that's good. I think the mental side of it is which that's why the combination of the mental and the physical side, and the mental side of it is the grind. The daily things you do to play your best game on Saturday. And our guys have been doing a great job doing that. So it was good to get away. The first time we practiced just as much as we always do on bye weeks, but we gave them some time off on Friday and Saturday, in which they almost had like 2/3 of a weekend off, and so it was really nice for them to do that. And I thought it really paid good dividends.
Is it particularly good for your guys, especially this situation in particular where you're coming off the bye, you've got these two huge games, everybody's talking about all the things that are still out there and available for your team. Was this a really well-timed bye from that perspective?
But one thing I always tell the team right before spring football, and we put all the schedules up on all over the walls, for the whole year, so no matter what room you're in here, you see our schedule. Those are our goals. Is that however it plays out, that's the best way it should be. Because we're not going to sit there and say this is not a very good week to have it. I think there's no question about it. We're 8 straight games, 6 straight games in the SEC, and to have a break week in between, these in the month of November, in between these 4 games, I think was, it was really good, and it was a plus for us, and for all the reasons we talked about.
James Franklin is back to being in the top spot on the depth chart. We anticipate him playing against.
Yeah, he's 100%. Looks great in practice, working hard. I think his timing, all set. I think when you're away a little bit, you're concerned about that, but that's where the practice gets in. When you get in and we go team periods against each other, I felt very good that he's really doing well. And Matty will still play a little bit. We'll decide that on Thursday prior to the game.
What can you say about the way Matty stepped in and in those 4+ games? I mean, he was fantastic, wasn't he?
Yeah, I spoke at the quarterback club today, which we have a great quarterback club here at Mizzou, great people. And I got to, I mentioned them. I said, how fortunate we are to have a quarterback, a redshirt freshman, that can go in and play like that, and deliver like that, in 4 critical games, and plus he had to go in the 4th quarter against Georgia. So very fortunate. He'll get a lot better, but it's certainly we're fortunate, and I think he'd be the first one to tell you he has a lot of good people around him that were healthy and they could make plays and experience, and I think that was a help for him too.
Defensively, these last couple of games, and obviously focus on Ole Miss first, they racked up, I think, 700 yards of offense the other day in their last game. What's kind of the main point of emphasis for the defense as you look at the Rebels?
Well, if you look at our defense, and you look at the conference games we played thus far, the 6 conference games that we've played, we're playing pretty good defense, and probably as good as we've played since we've been here. The rush defense, we're excellent. Scoring defense, we're excellent. I think we're really pass efficiency defense, we're excellent. We're going to get tested this week. We're playing a real good offensive football team. They got good scheme. Quarterbacks play well. We play 2 quarterbacks. Their receiving core, running backs, they're talented. They really are. And so that's going to be certainly a challenge for us. But when you get to a game like this, that's what you expect. You're expecting to play good people and people that are competing and at the highest level. And so it's certainly not a surprise. You just got to go out and play well and bring your best effort.
Coach, we appreciate it. Good luck against Ole Miss.
Okay, thanks.
That's head coach Gary Pinkel. His Tigers take on the Mississippi Rebels this Saturday in Oxford, 6:45 on ESPN.